if you want to read this next one for us.
Okay. I'll just make it easier for you here. Maybe you feel young?
My God! What is this youth coming to?
So today we're doing something we've done with other generations before, but never with the elders.
Oh, goodness. That's always scary.
We're going to be showing you a number of things, and we're going to see how old they make you feel.
Not much can make me feel old.
I can feel the oldness, the surrounding things, the way they change. It really makes you feel old.
I try not to feel old. I mean, I had a hard time getting out of this chair a few minutes ago.
We're doing this with the elders since younger people tend to say that they feel nostalgic or feel old, but with your experience, we thought you might be able to really take this challenge to the next level.
Okay, yeah. I'm not saying I will, but I'm ready.
Here's the story of a lovely
Brady Bunch.
who was bringing up three
Yep, the Brady Bunch. That takes me back.
The Brady Bunch.
girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother
Oh, God, time's passed.
in curls.
At least 50 years ago,
Of a man
1967.
who was busy with three boys.
Good TV.
They were four.
Those were the days.
But I always like how they looked at each other.
The way they became the Brady Bunch.
It's nostalgia, but it doesn't make me feel old.
When they came out, I was around 12, I think. So I was able to relate to, their age group.
The Brady Bunch first aired 50 years ago in 1969.
Right. I was out of high school by then, in college. I wasn't into this. I was into chicks. I don't know what to do when I had one, but I was into them. I never really watched the Brady Bunch that much.
I watched the Brady Bunch. I enjoyed it. It's nice, clean, the way a lot of TV was back then.
We wanted to show you what each of the Brady kids look like and how old they are today.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah, I remember her. Look at that. She looks so different. Still, she's beautiful.
Oh, she progressed into more beauty.
You realize where you're at in your life? Especially that she's younger than me.
This is Eve Plum, who starred as Jan Brady.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she looks like her own mom. They look so good.
Some celebrities look 100 years old, but she's doing okay.
We all get old and haggled. No, sorry, Jen. I wasn't saying you're old and haggled. I just saying I was good looking when I was younger too, okay?
Cindy, she was the youngest of all, I think.
Cindy Brady. She hasn't changed at all.
This girl is the little girl with the braids. She got old fast.
Does it make you feel old?
Yeah, because I'm older than that.
My sister met him recently.
Was he nice?
She didn't recognize him, and I think he was insulted.
He does ads and does funny spots for MeTV. And he just looks, he's a handsome guy, and he's still handsome, and he looks like he's just has fun in life.
I wish I had hair. Might be a little spray painted scalp in there. I'm not sure. From the infomercial. Okay, I got hair now.
Peter, okay, my age. He looks good.
Christopher Knight, he's managed to stay relevant by doing reality shows. Oh my, he looks like he's taking, I'm very sexy. He is. He looks so different. He looks so old. That one depresses me. I guess makes me feel old.
Bobby. Now, he looks old for his age.
They were all just so good looking, wholesome, all-American. Today's, shows aren't like that. They give you everybody, which they should.
It just makes me think about how different television is now. This was two divorced people coming together to form a blended family, and back then, that was new.
Good evening. Good evening.
This is the John Belushi.
Good.
Saturday Night Live.
Evening.
This is an SNL clip from, I think, the first year.
Good evening.
I love Belushi.
I think I remember this.
Good evening.
Oh.
Let us begin. Repeat after me.
That's when comedy was fun.
Repeat after me.
I would like to feed your fingertips to the Wolverines. To the Wolverines.
Oh, Saturday Night Live, man, that does take me back. I remember the very first episode, where I was and who I was with, because it was just that life-changing. We'd never seen anything like that, and it was so funny, and it was so against the rules. They broke all the rules.
So talented, Belushi. I mean, cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. His accents, his characters. We've lost so many phenomenal comics.
So that was the first sketch from the first episode of Saturday Night Live.
Oh dear, that was, huh?
This premiered in 1975, which means that was closer to the beginning of World War II than it is to today.
It's hard to believe when you start thinking it that way. And they're still around. That's the amazing part of it.
It's kind of sad more than anything. I don't want to get too sentimental here. I don't want to cry. You look at the cast of that original cast, many of them have passed away. Never made it to my advanced age. No one younger than 30 can understand what it was like. Society was so much different.
Now we're going to show you some pictures of celebrities who are all turning 70 in 2019.
Oh, good. Entering the decade of true wisdom.
I wish I was turning 70 years old. That's young.
Oh, Meryl Streep. Yeah, okay, yeah. So she would be 70 now. She's been around so long.
That makes me feel old. I don't remember the first movies, but I remember her as a very young Meryl Streep.
She just keeps demonstrating more and more talents of hers and stays relevant, and just God bless her.
Richard Gere. It's hard to believe, when he first came on the scene, he was so fit.
Richard Gere? What? Pretty Woman, him and Julia Roberts. I love that movie, still to this day.
Jeff Bridges. Now, I feel old looking at him because I used to watch his father on TV.
But I remember him on with his dad on Sea Hunt. And that was the 50s, and he was just a little kid.
And Sea Hunt, Lloyd Bridges, which I watched as a kid, the talent coming down the line. But the roles this guy has played, it's just so natural.
Now, I couldn't believe that she turned 70. I still remember I watched Aliens at the Cinerama Dome. Is it still there?
The only thing I really remember her in is Alien. She was terrific. She was on a spaceship, picked up some really nasty creature, and she fought it off. She was one of the first strong women in film.
She definitely does not look it because she's not sporting any gray hair or anything like that. What you doing, Sigourney?
When you're 12 years old, 20 sounds old, 40 sounds ancient, and 70 sounds incomprehensible. And as you age, your concept totally changes.
So now we're going to show you a variety of things that were all invented closer to the invention of one of the first automobiles ever made, the Ford T model in 1908, than to today.
Okay.
That's a little before me. Yeah. I know I'm old, but not quite.
Yeah, birth control has been around that long. Before that, it was just say no.
1951. Wow. These things are older than I thought they were.
1951, I was 10. This had a great influence on changing the sexual mores and practices of our citizens, because birth control, when in wider use, became a freedom for women and men too.
Credit cards. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Why?
Interest rates.
The interest on the credit cards was a tax deduction, and they stopped that.
In the old days, my mother had what was called a charger plate. It was a metal plate with little notches in it. And one notch was for each department store had its own notch. So you could use that charger plate in any department store. But it wasn't like today where you can go in and use a credit card for anything.
I got a divorce in 1976. They would not give me a credit card as a woman alone. I worked so hard to get a credit card. I first got Chevron or Arco gave me a credit card, and then I could get others. But they wouldn't give credit cards to women. This was 1976.
Here is another one, and if you want to read this next one for us.
Okay. I'll just make it easier for you here. Maybe you feel young. This is the first ever cell phone that came out in 1973, which is closer to the Great Depression than it is today.
Wow. I still remember one of those. This like this big, you know.
I remember having a very big one in the trunk of my car. It's a big thing. Had it there for emergencies.
I remember that. My uncle had one of those. It was bulky, and now I've grown up and I'm an old person and see it they've come to today. Just is amazing what technology has changed and helped and what's happened in just, what is this, 50 years or so.
To end this episode, we want to show you some of your fellow reactors in a recent episode of Do They Know It? And you may be surprised what song most of them didn't know.
Okay.
I have never heard this song.
Bill Haley, that's one of the first rock and roll songs I ever heard.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. These kids don't know that.
The kid doesn't know it.
I'm not surprised. Oh, you know, songs are 60 years old or 70 years old. They're really old. They're as old as I am.
My God! What is this youth coming to?
My kids know this music from me, but these are young teens. I don't know that they're exposed to it.
So this is Rock Around the Clock by Bill Haley and his Comets.
Okay.
Bill Haley and the Comets. Oh my goodness, teens are so into the present. You don't hear that on the radio, so there's just no way they're going to know.
You know, I want to say it breaks my heart, but on the other hand, us elders know very few of the songs that these teens live with and love.
In your experience, you know, what are some of the challenges or frustrations of getting older in this day and age?
So just seeing what's going on around us, seeing what's going on in the world. You know, there was a lot of stuff during my growing up that shouldn't have been going on. A lot of unfortunate racism activity that is still going on, and in some cases worse than back then, which is really sad and pathetic because we're supposed to grow in our knowledge, and you get frustrated because you think to live longer is to learn.
Having to face the reality of knowing that there's certain things you just can't do anymore.
Getting older in this age, like anything else, it limits you on some of the things you can do. Like I used to play basketball 3 days a week. I can still do that if I want to, but I can only maybe do it once a week or less. It's just the recovery time.
Ageism I don't like at all. I don't like the way I'm treated a lot of the time. It's amazing, you just get invisible. When I turned 50, I got my first tattoo because I'd always wanted a tattoo. And I said, from now on, just F everybody. You either like me or don't, and I don't give a damn if you do or not.
Thanks for watching this episode of Elders React.
Don't grow old like me. Before you subscribe and hit that bell.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey everyone, Lauren Producer here at FBE. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, but also subscribe to our React channel for gaming, competing, and so much more. Bye everyone.